Good afternoon. My name is Mpho. I'm the Director for Tourism at Nelson Mandela Bay Municipality. My main role is tourism development in Nelson Mandela Bay. So what I will be sharing with you or giving you my thoughts around the linkage or the relationship between tourism and the creative industry. The two concepts cannot be separated, because the creative industry contribute immensely in the tourism industry. When you look around the globe, when people are traveling to different destinations, the real purpose is not about sleeping in a B&B or in an accommodation establishment, but the purpose is about experiencing a destination. And that's where the role of the creative industry come into play in terms of providing a variety of mix in terms of different experiences. When tourists go back to their destination with souvenirs are produced by our own people. That's part of where creativity comes in. When people are providing entertainment in the form of cultural dance, that's part of creativity. That's where the creative industry comes in. When people are participating in local acting, movie, that's part of creative industry. So creative industry play a critical role in a sense that whenever we are embarking on tourism development, the development must be centered around the creativity to ensure that there is a consolidated approach, integrated approach in terms of development, so that we can create opportunities, for people through the creative industry. We have to also play a role as tourism practitioners into the creative industry to ensure that we are providing inputs, contribution to the growth of the creative industry, so that in return they can serve the tourism industry to attract and retain visitors. When we go to market tourism in the world, we need to be able to lift the creative industry. That Nelson Mandela Bay is unique in terms of this type of creative industry because they augment the industry. So it's a value add which beautify and make the industry or the destination or the experience of a visitor unique when they come to the destination. So in terms of tourism development itself, there are a number of tourism products ranging from small to bigger projects that we envisage to develop as Nelson Mandela Bay Municipality. If I can really share with you some of the projects, for example, in New Brighton, we are ultimately foreseeing it as the future Soweto. When you look at Soweto is popularly known as for township tourism. We want to pitch New Brighton to that kind of a standard where visitors can really come to experience a variety of activities. In New Brighton, we've identified, for example, a building which is owned by the municipality, which we want to transform that building and upgrade it so that it can serve the creative industry. So it's one of those old township beer hall that we want to upgrade, and make sure that it is converted for the purpose of creative industry. And by creative industry, we'll be bringing a variety. For example, we'll be bringing some professional chef that will be cooking there, people that will be doing arts and crafts in that particular center, entertainment in the form of dance. So that is a product on its own, because ultimately we're going to link to have an experience, a route within New Brighton. There are also mega projects that we are currently pursuing in partnership with our development agency, Mandela Bay Development Agency, in the Backends Valley, and some of the development as well in New Brighton in terms of community tourism development. We are also pursuing development in beautifying our our areas, including the area of Central. We've also identified one of the products that we wanted to see, not in a near future, a zip line in the Bakkensville from Fort Fredericks to the Bakkensville. So that's a project on its own that you don't want also to do a zip line. You wanted to make sure that in doing so, you are also bringing the creative industry, because when you go to various activities like zipline, before you even people embark on ziplining, there is an opportunity, in terms of creative industry, to participate or to get entertainment from the local people of the local areas. So that's an opportunity that we are trying to package, and we wanted to see those development taking place. In terms of another mega project that we are also working with our agency to develop is the Tower of Light. The Tower of Light is a 81-story building that will be developed in commemoration of Nelson Mandela's life. It will be displaying the stage of Nelson Mandela. It will be celebrating the life of Nelson Mandela before he went to prison, and during while he was in prison, and after he came from prison. So it's one of the mega projects that we are foreseeing us developing. And at the center of that specific project is the creative industry, because that's about history, it's about heritage of the area, it's about arts, it's about craft, it's about entertainment of the area of Nelson Mandela. So those are some of the projects highlights that we are foreseeing doing in Nelson Mandela Bay. But I think the most important question is, where does the creative industry comes into play? The creative industry come into play almost in every phase of the development. In every phase of the operation, you will have the creative industry. I've mentioned earlier on that an accommodation standing alone is not an attraction. But if you've got an attraction, I'm just making an example of, I've made an example of the zip line. If you are putting together the zip line, visitors are not just going to come and partake the zip line, but visitors will have an opportunity to say, before the zip line, they can have a group of local people either playing marimba or any form of local dance entertainment, so that people can see what Nelson Mandela Bay is all about, the unique of Nelson Mandela. And at the end of their point of arrival, after they've done a zip line, they will have something, another form of creative industry. If it's the end of their journey, they will have an opportunity to buy their craft that they can take back to their point of origin, so that they can be able to show that I was in Nelson Mandela Bay. I'm having this unique piece of art that is coming from Nelson Mandela. Also, we cannot talk creative without talking about Route 67 in Nelson Mandela municipality. The Route 67 is also one of the experiences that its aim is to exhibit or to showcase 67 pieces celebrating the life of Nelson Mandela, starting from the Campanile, ending at the Athenaeum. And one of the key highlights in the route obviously is Donken as a nature reserve, and the lighthouse. So it's when you go through the route, it will demonstrate to you that creative industry is vital to the tourism industry. You cannot separate the two. In fact, you need the creative industry to be able to package, to be able to develop, to be able to pitch your tourism industry and experiences to a level where you can say they're marketable, to a level where you can attract visitors, so that the destination can have a meaning, to potential visitors into the area.